Hi everyone, I'm glad to be back again. So, I have a special Easter present for you, which is an introduction to the concept of moving average. So, we can use moving average for sales analysis, for web traffic analysis, for financial analysis, and for so many kind of analysis that involves trends. So, what does it help you to do? Moving average help you to smoothen out fluctuations and spikes on weekly, daily, monthly sales, and so on. So it also helps you to clearly see long-term trends in terms of sales, in terms of number of visits to your particular site, in terms of outcomes of particular financial results over time. So let's just quickly go to how we can implement moving average on Power BI desktop. So we have this chart here showing us sales trend over time. Now we are going to show a moving average that will clearly show us if this sales is going up or coming down over this period of time. So let's just get straight to it. So new measure. So our new measure, we call our new measure moving average. So that will be equal to, we use variables for our moving average just to make our formula more readable. So we'll call this sales in period. That will be equal to calculate our items sold, since we are concerned about items. So our filter will be a formula we call dates in period. Dates in period. Our dim calendar dates, right? Then last date. Dim calendar dates. Bracket closed. Then comma 7. So we'll make this 7 before we make it dynamic. 7 is like, okay, we want a 7-day moving average. So this is pretty static. Let's go to the next line. We call this variable days in period of sales. So just call this, to make it short, days in period. So what this does is to give you the same number of days corresponding to the item sold. So we call this distinct count of days in our calendar table. So distinct count, dim calendar dates, then comma dates in period, dim calendar dates, comma last date, dim calendar dates, then bracket closed. The number of intervals is 7, then the interval is in day. So bracket closed. Let's move to the next line. What should these two variables return for us? So we type in return, Control Enter or Shift Enter, sorry, return. We want to return the division of our sales in period to months in period. So sales in period divided by days in period. So that is our variable, days in period. So this gives us our moving average just over 7 days. So enter. So let's just see how the formula looks. Yeah, sales period, days in period, and sales in period divided by days in period. So we'll bring this moving average to this chart out here. Bring it up here, place it down. So this shows us the 7 days moving average. So for this, let's come to our data colors and just make this a little bit brighter. Let's pick a brighter color. Okay, it's quite visible now. So we can see a 7 days moving average, but this is just 7 days. What if we want to make it dynamic? That just by a click, we can change this 7 days to 14 days to 21 days to 28 days. So let's see if the pattern of this moving average is different. So to do that, we'll go to our modeling, new parameter. Then we call this, let's call this moving AVG or moving average, moving underscore AVG. So it's a whole number. Our minimum number is 7. Our maximum number is, let's say 28, since we want 7 days incremental. So 7 days, and our default value should be 7. So just ensure that this is clicked, add slicer to this page, and OK. The slicer will immediately come up. So, and a virtual table will be created on this particular model. So this is the slicer right here. So it's coming up. And once we click on this, we have this virtual table right here showing moving average. So to make this our moving average measure dynamic, let's come back here. So on this our 7 days, there is this moving average value here where we have the 7 days, 14 days, and so on. So we, instead of putting 7 days here, we come and call that moving average parameter, then the moving average value, we place it here. So instead of 7 days here, we place the moving average value right there. That is it. The formula is dynamic. So here, this number is not coming up because it's probably white. Let's just remove the background of this slicer. Come to background. See, let's turn it off. So and let's change numeric inputs. Let's say the font color to white. So we can shift our moving average and see, okay, this is 14, this is 7. So default is 7. Let's see how it impacts this particular chart. We can as well move this up here, right? Let's see how it impacts the particular chart. So 7, we have this value here. Let's change this to 14. 14, so you will see how this value changes. Let's move it up to 21. So it also changes dynamically to what's the 21 days moving average. So essentially it's showing the same pattern. Let's see 28. So you see it as it also changes dynamically. Okay. So this is the concept of moving average and how you can create a dynamic moving average. Let's move it back to 7. So it changes again. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video and happy Easter.